ancient Roman bread that dates back to 27 BC. It's a delicious and simple flatbread made using the straight dough method, meaning the ingredients are mixed all at once. One of the hallmarks of this bread is the outer texture created by baking in a pan with olive oil. To begin making focaccia, add all of the ingredients to the bowl of the mixer with the dough hook attachment. Once everything is in the bowl, turn the speed up to low and mix until the dough reaches the pickup stage, about 4 minutes. After the dough reaches pickup, continue to mix the dough until it climbs the hook and continues to develop gluten. When the mixing is completed, remove the dough and place it into a bowl. Once the dough is transferred, cover the bowl with plastic and allow it to ferment for about an hour. After the fermentation is done, remove the dough and stretch it into a rectangle, then we'll fold it into thirds before returning it to the bowl. Just want to stretch the dough, again, into a rectangular shape, fairly evenly sized, and then fold it in thirds. Give it a little push to expel some of the gases, and then we're going to return it to the bowl. Next, cover the bowl in plastic again and allow it to ferment for another 30 minutes. Once the dough is risen, prepare a half-sheet pan with olive oil. Generously coat the pan with olive oil to cover the bottom of the pan, spreading it to the corners using your hands or brush. The oil should cover the entire interior of the pan. After the pan is oiled, remove the dough from the container and place it into the pan, stretching it out toward the corners. The dough may fight the process and start to stretch back toward the middle. If that happens, let it relax and then give it another stretch. Continue this process until the dough covers the interior of the pan all the way to the corners. Try to pull the dough and push it so that it's fairly evenly thick all the way across the whole shape of the pan. Just use your hands and just tug it and push it until it comes out all the way to the corners. Once the dough is positioned, massage the dough with more olive oil. Next, dimple the dough with all 10 fingers. Push your fingers all the way down to the bottom of the pan. This creates pockets for the olive oil to sit in, creating a more flavorful bread. After dimpling, cover the pan with plastic and allow it to proof one more time until doubled, which can take 1 to 2 hours. Once proofing is done, preheat the oven to 450 degrees. If desired, top the dough with herbs, salt, and pepper. A little rosemary is always nice, but be careful not to overdo it. It's a very strong herb. You can sprinkle the top with kosher salt or even a really nice coarse sea salt. When the oven is ready, place the pan directly in the oven and bake for about 30 minutes. The focaccia should be golden brown on both top and bottom. To check the doneness, use a spatula to lift the dough out of the pan slightly. If it's brown on both sides, it's done. Focaccia is a very versatile flatbread. As a side dish, can be dipped in oil or marinara sauce. As a sandwich bread, you can make muffalettas. This recipe can also be used as a base for pan pizza dough. While olive oil, herbs, and onions are the more traditional topping of focaccia bread, this recipe can be used to make a sweet version with berries or fruits or other savory toppings like tomatoes, jalapenos, or different cheeses.